It's day 10 of the Pattern Makers 100-Day Challenge. Today, I have a question to ask you. So don't leave yet. I'll see you soon. You have to be engaged in something in order to cultivate desire for anything. You water, it grows. You plant, you water, it grows. You plant, it water, it grows. Eventually, you'll get your pattern maker. What we want to do is to become more fruitful and multiply by being more resourceful and constantly learning. Purposepreneurs are pattern makers, and pattern makers are move makers. Hello, YouTubers. Do y'all know that nebulous word called purpose? Everybody is looking for theirs. And I know that I have had a journey in finding mine. I have gone down many roads, and for the most part, when I look back on it, I realized I was trying to find my purpose outside of who I was. Until I realized one day that everything that I have to share that's great is in me. So I decided one day to do some introspection of who I was. Not who people said that I was, but who was Dr. Marnita? Back then it wasn't Dr. Marnita, but now who was Dr. Marnita really? I had done everything that people told me that I should do. I went to school, I got the degrees, and even along that journey, which was 12 years, there was something that was missing. Because although I was able to get the degrees, the Bachelor of Science, the Master of Science, and the PhD in Science, once I completed that, I did that because others were expecting me to do that, not because I wanted to do that. And I found myself constantly in a cycle of pleasing other people until one day I just got tired. I just got tired. And that exhaustion led to me feeling lethargic, unmotivated, just feeling stuck. And that is not a good place to be. It is not a good place to be because you feel awful. You're not motivated or inspired to do anything. In your mind, you're just trying to figure this thing out. Why did I spend those 12 years in school? To do what? It was still so unclear to me what it was that I was meant to do. And so one thing that I had stopped doing, or probably that I really never did outside of just doing it because I had to do it for school, that one thing for me was reading. Once I decided to begin to read outside of a subject matter, just read things that I had interest in, I began to feel better about the real person that was inside me. I began to feel better about the ideas that I had suppressed for so many years. The interest that I had, I began to look at those from a different perspective. And along that road, I began to slowly uncover my purpose. I began to write down what my real mission in life was. and who I needed to be in order to sustain that mission. That was followed by some critical actions that I need to take on a daily basis in order to begin to revise a story that belonged to me and not continue to live in a story that others thought that I should be living into. I began to tell better stories about myself and who I was and how that would not only impact my life, but how it would impact others in my world. And once I found my true purpose in life, I began to filter everything that I did through this meaning of what I had written down on paper of who I had become. And since then, I have continued to evolve, continue to grow. And if I get back to the reading part, which really started it for me, if I get back to it, where I went from reading no books after graduating from college to reading at least one book a month. And I got so engaged and intrigued in what it was I was reading, because I wasn't reading because I had to. At that point, I was reading because I wanted to. And if the subject matters that I was picking, most of it is non-fictional, it really began to inspire me. It really engaged me in thinking about who I really was. And so what I want to share with you today is that you have to be able to cut yourself with a particular interest. And when you cut yourself, that cutting provokes risk into unknown territories for you. And it is only through that risk that you begin to reveal some truth about who you are. And when you begin to reveal that truth about who you are, you begin to realize that the story that you have been living is not the story that was meant for you. And that's why you have been stuck. And so once you revise your story, you begin to have more respect for, one, who you are, two, where you're going, and three, why you're here. So if you would, I told you in the beginning, I have a question for you. It would help me out a lot. My question to you is, what is the biggest challenge that you have found in finding your purpose? And if you haven't found your purpose yet, what is the biggest challenge you're having in finding your purpose? Put the answers to those questions in the comment section for me. And thank you for participating in this conversation today. And until next time, y'all take care. And I will see you on the next video. And oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And of course, y'all gonna be leaving a purposeful comment in regards to the questions that I have asked you in this video. Bye. Hello, I am Dr. Marnita on fire from P3 Purposepreneur TV. Thank you for stopping by our channel today, and I hope you enjoyed this conversation. If so, like, subscribe, share, and leave a purposeful comment. Again, from P3 Purposepreneur TV, We're purposepreneurs, are pattern makers, and pattern makers are move makers. Goodbye.